Hi folks, welcome to this little guide that I have here for the new Soulstone Survivors update. This here is a guide for the new character that just came out. You know, the monkey, kind of Sung Wukong looking character of him. Sorry, I don't remember his name, but this little guide is just like a kind of a defensive, I kind of call it a slow burn build. Does that make sense to you? I hope it does. But I'll try and explain it as I go along here. So, let's start here in the bottom right corner with the runes. Just to get rerolls in case I get skills that I don't like. But you can see here I got the skills that I wanted, and I'll explain these in just a second. Just to increase the amount of materials, just to get a little bit more materials from this build. More rerolls, again, just in case for, get stuff I don't like. This one here, sure-footed. Sorry, I'll go over this more slowly, I think. So, endless refill, efficient extraction, reroll mastery, sure-footed, 15% less damage and get less pushback. Important for this build because it's a tank kind of build. I don't want to be pushed back as much, so I can stay close to the bosses and hit them constantly. All damage is increased, but my area of effect is reduced. Now that's okay because we're going to use, you're going to use level ups to fix that, and 15% overall is like nothing. It adds up, so it's fine. Increase damage done by 1% up to 25. Reduce your sacrifice growth. Reduce your XP gain. This is fine. A little bit of a damage buff early on because the cast speed of these skills is sort of slow at the start, so you want that damage buff early to start gathering XP. And then multicast chances for another skill here. That this skill here is really great. This one here, skill chain. When you have a slam skill, you have another chance to cast another type of an earth one instantly. I have a 29% chance here, and you can see my skills are the basic one, massive slam. Doesn't have a lot of damage, but it rapid fire. I kind of messed up. Once you get this massive slam skill to like 100 cast speed, you don't need any more cast speed on it. You could banish it and then just get damage on it, honestly. So I messed up a little bit there at the start. This one here, mainly this is for more prowess, and this is good for another skill here, and I'll talk about that in just a second. This is the armor shatter skill. This will get us armor reduction, and we'll get if we have prowess, that'll give us all those prowess stacks that I have will give us more damage increase as well. So that'll help our current damage modifier up there on the right, which is 236, I guess, plus, although that probably does account for all of these damage increases. I'm not certain about that, honestly. I'm not an expert at the game, so I don't know all about it. Now this one is just a random one I put in here, but there's also, again, there's another skill I have here, and I was getting it where if I had like earth skills, it increased the crit chance of my non-earth skills, so that's why this is even on kind of a low level here, at level 5, it has like a 64% chance to crit, so that's why. So I definitely want to continue increasing that. Again, more prowess and resilience for armor, and we get more damage reduction. We get more armor power as well from this resonant slam skill, and it's a couple of thousand damage is not too bad. This one is just extra. I mean, this is better damage than the other one, but this big one here, you see this skill here that I mentioned, because this is an earth skill, this is a 30% chance to like do a multicast. It doesn't have much cast frequency, it's not that fast, but because of this, it's probably going off a lot of the times, okay? And then I have seismic shock here, which does a lot of damage, gives you 10% modifier on prowess, so that's that's another 10% damage increase. More armor power on this, as well, plus here's there's 9 armor power off the bat, Again, I didn't really focus on this one too much because the other ones, but I need to. I can't, again, this is where I messed up. You want to get a damage and cast frequency on this. I should have probably focused on this, you know, instead of getting more cast frequency on this and got a cast frequency on the massive slam skill later. So these are the skills. I don't have much health. Again, actually, so what I should say is for this build, you're going to want to get, you're going to want block power and armor power up as well. So if you get like good ones, like blue ones, you probably want to take them because you'll see here in a second, because this is a slow burn, you're not dealing a lot of damage, but the idea is, you're like a defensive build, so you can take the hits and keep on hitting, right? That's our goal. And then you definitely want this to deal 100% crit on full enemies, because a lot of enemies will come in at full health, so you'll get a nice little crit shot off of them. Now, this is the big one here, right? It says fortified damage, this is called. Every time you apply prowess, you have a chance to gain resilience. What is right? So the more times I can apply prowess, the more times I get armor. The more armor power leads into that, and plus look at my armor rating. It's 200, and my damage reduction is 44%. I mean, maybe I'm not an expert, and I could have done this better, or you can do this build better than me, right? But I don't know. This is kind of good for me, right? I kind of like this. I could probably get this higher, so more resilience stacks just means more and more armor power, right? Because I believe that means they stack up, so that's why that's 40% damage reduction. 44.3 is probably pretty good for being here at level 16. So I'll show you what this looks like, and this is what it looks like, right? We're not doing, we're not doing a lot of damage, right? But you can see here we take bumps from the enemies, and it's not. My movement speed is also only like 100 and something. It's not too high, but you do need to focus on a little bit of movement speed. I would say once like the third Lord of the Void comes out, that's probably when you want to start getting movement speed. At least that's when I started getting movement speed, like over everything else, because you get like these flying enemies and these crocodiles, which are pretty fast. Again, you can see slow burn, defensive build, but we take things down pretty quickly. Skills here. Area modifier is also important because I don't have too much cast frequency on my slam skills, which again I probably should have focused on. So if they show up, I'll get up the cast frequency of those skills. And area is really important. I probably should have maxed that out before maxing out the cast speed on the slam skill, honestly, because it would have been really, really good. It would have helped this build a lot more. But you could see, it's quite nice. It's not, and I don't really need to dodge around, and I don't think, boy, that this will take you to like multiple runs. I'll in this recording I'll go to like another run and I'll show you, what it looks like here. Truth is, if I can get in and hit the boss a lot, I can deal a lot of damage. You could see here, look, I take his health down pretty well, but there's just a lot going on here at the moment, so I need to get back in here. Right, yeah, we want more area, absolutely. But you could see, like, look at this. Look, I melt this, like, pretty, it's not like going super rapidly, but look how fast that is. Look, it's, we'll take a hit here. Look, a little bit of damage. If I didn't have that 40% damage resistance, that probably would have killed me in one hit, honestly. It absolutely would have killed me, that big chunk that he took out of me there. And we're getting, like, health regen here. I'm not certain what skill is doing that. Maybe that's the I don't know what the heck's going on there, but he has like health regen from somewhere. That's kind of neat. And we're just going around here, just trying to survive, as you do. And again, so I notice there's always like one boss, right, in this that friggin' he's really, really resistant to your attacks. And is it me, or is it always the fire boss that has, like, he's the most annoying? Like, all the other bosses, even, like, Alexi, the Plague Bearer, and the dude that shoots the big, like, light beam in a circle, he's annoying, but he goes down pretty quick. The fire guy is, I'm going to take more crit chance here. I think I'm just going to focus on crit chance and area modifiers, and any of the skill chain ones that come up, that'll be a big one. Okay, Yeah, we just run about here. Not much to see, not much to do. Okay, speaking of him, right? Look how quickly I melt him compared to the fire guy, right? Now you could argue maybe I got a lot closer, but look at the amount of damage I do compared. Like the fire guy just has some sort of like resistance or something crazy. I don't know what's going on with him, but you go. I should also note I noted that I was on curse 40, and I also have that ethereal void or something that you thing they brought. I have that equipped, so I think that's why the lords stay there for like a set period of time before they disappear. I don't think they can damage you, but they're not a big deal. I mean, you can see, and this is look how I think this is class. Like just running around here, having this brilliant little defensive build. You can run around in circles with this speed, which is, it's not very fast. And you do take a little bit of damage, but because, yeah, look, we'll take more movement speed there. There we go. This is probably good. Even for this cycle, this movement speed is good. Look at all that blocking and armor power that I had. Look, and I just beat that. Okay, so I guess I'll try... Oh, no, I can't because this is the first time I beat with this character, but... there you go. That's that build. Here, I'll pause it again. And you can take a look again. And that should be it. There we go. Let's see. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry if this is not informative or I didn't explain enough. I think I did. But you get sort of the general gist. We'll go over that again at the end. So it's sort of a defensive, slow burn build. You'll get, you start out and you want to get, these specific skills at the bottom here. You probably don't want to do what I did. Okay, don't do what I did and focus all your cast frequency on this skill. You probably want to focus a lot of cast frequency and damage on seismic shock. You could probably get this to a decent amount. Get seismic shock to maybe like 100. Get this to cast speed like 80. Start getting damage modifiers. Probably would focus more on some of these skills like the slam here. This slam one would be good because of the prowess and the resilience, to focus on that too. You can mix this up. You could probably do better than I could, or maybe you've pointed out something. Maybe you can think of better runes to put on here than what I have. This is just what I went for a basic style. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Take it easy.